Serenity Funeral Home. We are a family-owned and operated funeral home where we offer complete personalized funeral services, leading our community in funeral and cremation services. Make an appointment for your pre-need and at-need arrangements by calling us at 702-647-0123. Once again, that number is 702-647-0123. Serenity Funeral Home, caring for your loved ones as if they're our own.
Chico Sticks, Pickles, Jolly Ranchers, Mary Jane's, Pop Rocks, Lemon Heads. Should I go on? Bitter Honey, Freeze Cups, Candy Cigarettes. Listen. How about you make your way down to the modern day Candy Lady and see all of this and more? Satisfy that sweet tooth Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Sight and Sound Candy and more. Follow us on IG at Sight and Sound Candy and on Facebook at Sight and Sound Candy. We are located at 1000 North Martin Luther King on the corner of Washington and MLK. Give us a call, 702-648-4444. Again, that number, 702-648-4444. Thank you.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey.
It's your man, Bruce Thomas. What's good, folks?
What's up, man? Every Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, we give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Please download the Gorilla Cross app on your phone and follow the LTBB crew as we give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Follow Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter, and that's with one T. Let the Ball Bounce at gmail.com if you want to be a sponsor of this sports talk radio show. We appreciate all of the past sponsors for the Sports Talk Radio Show for showing Let the Ball Bounce some love, man. We love y'all. We appreciate it. Also, Let the Ball Bounce on IG and Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook, where we got the hottest sports talk page in the land. And big ups to the sponsors that we have now. Sight and Sound Event Center.
Yes.
Sight and Sound Event Center and Serenity Funeral Home, the only Serenity Funeral Home in town, located at 1140 Almond Tree Lane, where we help families during times of need. Look, we appreciate y'all. If you are watching on Facebook, please share the live feed. If you love us, share it. If you don't, share it. All right? It takes nothing. It costs you nothing to share the live feed. So we appreciate everybody for giving us a lot of time, or a little time, on this Saturday afternoon. There's a lot of sports that's being played, a lot of NFL today. We have the Cleveland Browns up against the Houston Rockets right now. And
Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler have suited up.
The Houston...
I saw Mario Ellie
the Houston
Comets.
I'm sorry, the Houston Comets.
Pylon.
My bad. The Houston Comets. And
Robert Ory.
Tina Thompson.
Cheryl Swoops.
Cynthia Cooper.
They for sure gonna win now.
That the Houston Massagers is playing the Cleveland Browns right now. I picked the Houston team to win.
Well, they said Deshaun Watson didn't even go to the. He's not at the game yet because he's still getting 5 massages.
We might be. And Houston is somewhere in Texas, so I guess they call it the Texans. But yeah, we that game is on right now, 7-3.
Yes,
early in the game.
Still early.
I'm gonna need CJ to understand that those outside linebackers in Cleveland are a lot faster than you.
They're pretty fast. Outside linebackers in general.
Yeah.
But,
so
pretty quick.
So yeah, man. Please watch all of the NFL games because there are more games that is going to be played today and tomorrow. We got a full schedule and Monday.
To Monday.
Monday. Monday as well, and that includes the Pittsburgh Steelers game that was moved to Monday because of the weather. Yeah, a lot of people upset. Oh well, if KC got to play in 30 degree or something degree weather, then
It's not the same.
Well, you can't play on ice. It just.
Did you see
Whatever.
the stadium?
Yeah, bro. Like,
Brother, the stadium is fully engulfed in snow.
yeah,
Like, fully. You
Right.
can't see anything.
you can't see anything.
Why am I going to have my groundskeepers out here shoveling snow for 10 hours and it's still not going to be good enough?
Nah, it's not good enough.
Why? Why am I going to do that?
Tragic.
Just move the game to Monday. Shut up.
It's not a big deal.
You get extra football. Oh boy, people, man.
Well, you know,
Swear,
people are
dog.
always going to test your nerves. Ask Cat Williams.
Oh, boy.
Big ups to everybody who is chiming into the live feed right now.
Absolutely, man.
We got a great show. We got a lot of NBA, NBA trade deadline
Yes.
coming up. And we have a little bit of college football, a lot of college football news, a lot of NFL coaches been fired and hired. And we just got a plethora of things going around the sports world right
Yes,
now. Breaking news, Nick Saban, and I guess we can start here.
Yeah.
Nick Saban has left
Yeah.
the University of Alabama, and he will be, and this is breaking news. I don't know if you guys have your ESPN or the 4-letter network ticker on or Let the Ball Bounce, but Nick Saban will be joining Deion over in Colorado as his assistant. Since all of you think that Deion's going to jump ship
Boy,
and have his kids.
Prime the Bama. What?
Come on, bruh. That don't
Y'all,
even sound
come
right.
on, y'all.
That don't even sound right.
Come on, y'all. Just do y'all want this black man to fail so bad that you just put him into things? You just toss him into boxes, bro? Like, what are we doing here? And the cold part about it is, it's black people doing this. Y'all are really sad, man. What is going on here? We in 2024 and still can't get past crabs in a barrel?
No.
Y'all got to stop, man.
Well, I'm going to start using the hard R this year. Kwanzaa already figured that out a couple days ago. I'm not playing games with y'all.
The hard R is coming. Oh, yeah.
I just don't understand it, y'all.
It's coming.
We got to do better.
Believe it.
And look, and stop hating on Saban. Saban will probably go down, and this could be argued, probably go down as college football's best coach, greatest coach of all time.
Why are we going to sit here and do we can stamp that right now.
Can't argue it.
We can stamp that now. We ain't going to say go down is nothing. That can happen now.
You know what? I thought LeBron James got all the hate
No, G.
and criticism.
No, okay. No.
It's Nick Saban too. You got to put him on that list too.
Yeah.
If we were to come up, let's try to come up with top 5, not now, but just throughout the show. We could just throw a name up there if it pops up.
Yeah.
I would like to put Nick Saban name as top 5 coach or player,
Most hated
sports figure of
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah. He's up there.
For what though?
He's up there.
Being able to recruit well?
Him and his friend Bill Belichick got to be in the top 5.
Bill Belichick, you think?
Sure. People hate the New England Patriots, and it goes hand in hand.
Were they doing that
And they
when
really
Tom
hate
Brady
him
was
now in
there?
Boston with Gerard Mayo being the head coach, but we'll talk about that later.
Do you think?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
So he's in your top 5.
Him and his quarterback.
Hated of all
no
time.
doubt.
So Nick Saban, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady, top 3 in your top 5 of most hated
Absolutely.
of all time.
Absolutely.
Interesting. I never would have thought Belichick. I'm gonna have to give that some thought.
Well, just look at if you just look at his interviews over the years and the minimal amount of attention he's given the media. That's where it started. It's not even fandom really. It's the media, and it trickled out.
And damn Nick Saban's age, The man could have coached for another 10 years if he wanted to. Don't get it twisted.
Could have coached till he died.
But do you think that NIL is the reason
I really do.
he's
I really
gone?
do.
Because he can't recruit the same way.
On that spectrum, I really do.
I think he would have had 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah. On that spectrum, I do.
I'm not gonna go to the extent to say that the NIL deals are the reason or is the reason Nick Saban, just left Alabama. I think coaches with this NIL, I think it's really like, you're still Nick Saban, right? Sure. People's top recruits still want to come to Alabama. I don't think that the NIL was really a huge factor in that. People still want to play for the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah.
And still be
But they can get
relevant.
paid more to not play for him, maybe. And I think that's what hurts him.
I agree. I agree with you. I think now, though, I can still go to even a mid-major. Let's just say it could. We could just say anywhere in the Power Five. It don't have to be your Alabamas, your LSU's, your Georgias, right? I can go to, well, it ain't the Pac-12 no more, but let's just say the Pac-12 was still in existence. Oregon, now Washington has become a factor in this. We can go to the Big Ten and say Ohio State. We can name a bunch of schools, right? I can go to any one of those schools, possibly start as a freshman, where if I go to Alabama, even as a 4 or 5 star, I'm not even guaranteed to start. There's no guarantee going in there.
Yeah, but there shouldn't be any guarantees when you're an athlete. You should want to compete for your spot.
Correct. I absolutely I believe that. But you got to think when these companies are delving out this bread, they're looking at those valuations are based on star power. And when you're a star, you're on the field often.
Well,
and that's what they're kind of looking at.
I get that, and it's understandable.
Yeah.
But now what it shows me is that these college kids aren't really going to school for school, right?
No,
We've known that
have.
for a long time. We've known that for a long time.
Yeah.
But now they're making it plainly obvious they're not even going to for the win.
Absolutely.
They're not even going to be on a winning team.
No.
They're going now with the NIL deals strictly get money.
To get the cake.
I think, and I love the NIL. I love it.
Absolutely love it.
But, there is a gift and a curse when it came with, having that implemented international, into college play.
Yeah. It was just a curse at first when the kids weren't benefiting from these universities making the money. It was a gift for the NCAA.
Most definitely. and although I do agree with the NIL, the kids getting the money, what I don't agree with is the winning pedigree is gone. It's just gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But what I do love about it is now kids aren't restricted to staying with one school.
Yeah.
And now they don't have to sit out a year when they transfer.
Right.
They can play immediately and they can go where they want to go. Sure. Right? I love that aspect of it.
Absolutely.
But winning is out the window.
Yeah, that's out the door. That's out the door.
It makes it kind of hard to watch, man. I mean, you got kids who get, go to college out of high school and they feel like, hey, I should be a starter and I don't want to compete, so I'm going to go to this small school where I can get a bigger NIL deal. I'll start, and who cares about winning at this point?
And I agree with that. But on the flip side, from an individual standpoint, I can also go here, be the focal point, and continue to get better in the process. Because the ultimate goal for, I'm going to say for any kid that decides to go to that gets recruited to a Power 5 school and is highly touted, they're looking to go to the league. That's simply what that is. Some fall short. It's only so many jobs that can be had at any given point in the National Football League. But I'm looking to get better each and every year that I'm there. and I'm on the field. Because you had, let's take the Miami Hurricanes, for example.
Yep.
Those early 2000s teams. If you just run down the running backs.
Can they get NIL deal?
That were on that team, for real.
Retroactive?
They're old. And so are the Fab Five, and so is the 1990 Running Rebel.
Retroactive, please?
They're all retroed right now. But if you look at the stable of running backs, do you think Frank Gore, Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, all in the same backfield at the same time? Do you think if NIL was available then and they could transfer then, do you think at least one of those guys would have left?
Oh, I'm pretty sure half of them.
No question about it.
I'm sure of it.
There's no doubt.
And that is why, I am a little old school.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had all them dudes. And, one would go to the NFL, the other one would step up. I mean, it was just,
It was back to back to back.
Because ain't no way McGahee would have stayed.
No.
Portis probably would have been out, maybe to another Florida team. I'm not going to name any names, maybe.
It's possible.
You never
It's possible.
know. It is possible.
It's possible. Could have been in the state capitol. Never know.
You never know, right? And so it's just really interesting. The dynamic and the way that coaches can now pick and choose these players from the portal, and and kind of just build their teams.
Sure.
I like that aspect of it, but when it comes to the kids with the winning pedigree, I don't think that we're going to find many passionate kids out there who are going to really lay it all out on the line to win a championship. And that's a perfect segue right into that Michigan and Washington game.
Yes.
Although I love the Washington quarterback, I didn't think that he took it upon his shoulders and willed his team to a national title. Like, he has all the skill to have done that. And I don't think he was really worried about that at that point.
Yeah, he didn't. And in addition to that, I mean, he was getting slapped every other time he dropped back. I mean, he was holding his ribs by the start of the fourth quarter. The man was holding his ribs.
Yeah, but guess what? That's what we talked about. The day before, we were like, what's going to be the deciding factor? I said defense, that defensive line. Yeah. And
they got to him early and often. Can't deny that. That happened. And but it was weird because I posted it seemed like the game was out of control, but if you looked at the score and looked at Michigan's offense, they couldn't pass the ball. And that's why I said McCarthy wasn't going to beat them. It was going to be the run game. It wasn't going to be through the air. And Washington's linebackers just never filled holes, bro. They just didn't.
So let me ask you this. Real question. Tim Tebow, Charlie Ward, let's just say Tommy Frazier. Did them guys get NIL deals?
No.
But let me tell you.
Quite possibly could have. All of them would have been $2 million valuations.
But if you had either one of those three heart that was pumping inside of that quarterback over in Washington, do you think that Tim Tebow would have helped that Washington team win?
They wouldn't have won. Neither, look, and I'm a Florida State fan.
I'm not gonna necessarily say that because I've seen Tim Tebow. I mean, that dude right there, whether you like Tim Tebow or not, he is going down as one of the best.
Oh, he's one of the greatest college football players ever. Non-debatable. We're not here to even discuss that.
That dude just found ways to win.
He did.
So did Charlie Ward, bro.
He did, and I don't think if you had that particular Michigan defense and it was a free blitzer coming off the left-hand side every play, I'm not sure either one of those quarterbacks would have stood upright. Now, if I got to choose out of the three of those, of course I'm choosing my guy, Charlie Ward. But I'm just looking at it at face value. They just could not stop the pass. They couldn't stop it, bro.
I'm not gonna say, and no, this is no knock to Michigan because I picked them to win before the season even started, right? Yeah. And stuck with it all the way through. Yeah. Their defense was good.
They were good,
but I don't think They were great to stop a great quarterback.
Oh, they were giving. Look, Washington was given chance after chance. Michigan punted like 5 or 6 straight times. They had chances.
They had opportunity.
They had plenty of opportunities.
And they had opportunity. And I'm just saying, if their quarterback had more of a Tim Tebow's drive, Charlie Ward's heart, a Frazier's skill set, that he could have made it very interesting for that Washington team to be a lot closer than they did. Because right now he's going into the NFL with a lot of people are having little question marks on him now.
I don't think that knocks him
You don't
down.
think that game knocks him down at all?
Nah, I don't think
At
so.
all.
No, sir.
Interesting.
No, sir. He'll be a top 10 pick on day
Okay,
one.
well, he can be a top 10 pick all he want to. Is he going to
it's
be a
gonna knock him
top
down.
10 producer in the league?
That's yet to be seen. We don't know. We don't. We thought Mac Jones was going to be all right in the league when he came out of Bama. There's a lot of people.
Who
There
thought that?
There was a lot of people that thought
Did you think that?
There was a lot of people
I
that
didn't.
thought it. There was a lot of people that thought it. No, there were a lot of people that thought it.
Kyle Shanahan thought it.
A lot of people thought it.
Yikes.
A lot of NFL people thought it.
I was
well,
so
they
glad
bad.
we didn't draft him, bro. I
How
mean,
many NFL
me
people
too.
get?
I
How
like
many?
the
How many
person drafted
NFL
it.
specialists get it wrong? Let's
Oh,
just be
tons,
honest.
Tons
Look at
do.
Tom Brady.
But we call them the experts, though.
Yeah, for what?
These are the same dudes we call the experts.
Why though?
Exactly. Why can't we be experts sitting right here? It's a lot of stuff
Well,
we've
we
said
are.
at this table
We
that
are.
have been absolutely correct.
We are. Who says we're not?
I'll rock with it. I'll rock with
Y'all
it.
can keep listening to whoever you want to, but there's people right here in your face right now
Right here.
who tell you every single week what it is,
Yeah.
but you choose to go somewhere else and get your information. You're bad, not mine.
Indeed. Hey man.
You can go back on the tape.
Oh, the tape is real. Tape's real.
So is public record.
Sure.
It's a real thing. Let the ball bounce, Sports Talk Radio. This is what we do. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man Goose Thomas.
So, yeah, congratulations to Nick Saban leaving on your own terms.
Yeah.
Do you think he's maybe has a shot to maybe pull a Urban Meyer and come back in
That's
a year
possible.
or two, or go
Anything's
into the NFL? A lot of people are saying.
We've been down that road before. I personally don't want to see it anymore. Bro, you're a college coach. You are a legendary college coach. No one.
I think he should stick.
None
to
of
his
those
guns.
kids that you're coaching as of now weren't even born when you did that. So let's just leave it there, man. Let's leave it there. Nobody even wants to remember your time with the Miami Dolphins. Nobody wants to remember that.
Well, they gave the Florida State head coach an extension.
Yeah.
Paying the man.
Yeah.
And now they're looking for a replacement or they found their replacement, right? Or they're looking for a replacement in Alabama.
Yeah. Oh no, he's
there.
Washington.
They were actually thinking about Lane Kiffin at some
No,
point.
don't do that.
They were.
Don't backtrack.
They threw his name out there, and
Don't
I was like,
backtrack.
please. I thought he was.
Don't backtrack.
Turn it over in his grave somewhere.
Don't backtrack.
And Washington fans and players said, Coach just left.
Like players do. It's cool. It's free agency.
I mean, the man
talking
did
about?
say, look, team, I have another opportunity. And if you don't like it, transfer to where he is.
Yeah, go with him.
Try to, beat out some of them
Yeah, go with him.
1-star recruits, 4-star recruits.
Yeah.
over.
They got a nice recruiting class coming in.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all going to stay now, but that remains to be seen. We'll see. But if you can go over there and win,
I
go
think
win.
that's the right hire.
Yeah. The cat's hot. He's hot. It's a hot commodity right now. Go get the big job. He did what he did in Washington, built that up. Now let's go see if we can do it over here. You're gonna have the talent. The talent literally falls in your lap in the Southeast Athletic Conference, Southeastern Conference. It literally falls in your lap.
Well,
You locked arms with ESPN.
Roll Tide.
What else? What else do you want?
Bama fans mad.
Hey,
What's
man.
the one dude? They got a little video out on him. He just loved the Roll Tide. It's the old guy.
The old white dude in the truck.
Bro, he was just
That's
crying. Bro, he
hilarious.
did a video. He's just crying about it. He's just really upset.
All good things must come to an end.
The Lord giveth,
And he did.
and the Lord taketh away.
Yeah, man.
This is what we do. We give you guys the best of
we
sports
do,
talk
man.
radio. Hopefully, you guys out there are staying warm and bundled up.
It's actually nice outside.
today,
Yeah.
but at nighttime,
Well, it was crucial last night, man.
It
I'm
is
walking out of the
cold.
cigar. We walking out of the cigar lounge, bro. And I'm like, yo, what
It's
is going
cold,
on
bro.
here? It cold, dog. It cold, man.
yeah, the cold froze all of the hairs under my arm.
Yeah, it cold, man.
I was just like, damn, they all gone. I don't need to shave or nothing.
Just gonna fall right on off.
My goodness, man. I mean, I have to go warm my Jeep up 30 minutes before I leave the house. 30 minutes.
That's wild.
So homeless dude, the crack pipe froze right to his lips
Wow.
last night. It was
wow.
wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had to call the fire department out. Use warm pickle juice to
Wow.
extract it off of his.
Wow, guys. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Let's talk a little NBA real quick.
Yeah.
We have NBA trade deadline coming up soon. DeJounte Murray seems to be a hot commodity right now.
Yeah.
They've given him and loose hair enough time to try to make that work. And I think they're ready to move on. But the thing is Atlanta gave up a lot to get DeJounte Murray.
they did.
And they want to try to recoup some of the stuff that they gave up
Yeah.
in order to get him.
Man, I think they can.
Where do you think the best fit for his game and what team would definitely can utilize his services? I'm going to give you a dark horse if
Please.
you allow me to go
Please,
first. I
please.
think Houston. I mean, not Houston. I think Memphis. With
Okay.
Ja being out,
Okay.
and them signing Isaiah Thomas, which is fine for the rest of the year. I think DeJounte Murray.
That doesn't do anything for them winning,
No, but I think DeJounte Murray coming in and even, being there when Ja comes back, I think that's would be a great asset to that Memphis team. But you'd have to give up some people. I'm pretty sure they would want Marcus Smart,
or some draft picks.
and they got a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's my dark horse. If I was Memphis, I would low key be trying to make a play for DeJounte, at least to finish out the second half of the season.
Sure, because they're going absolutely nowhere. That's over. I can't really think of anybody off the top
No
of
Lakers?
my head. I was never thinking Lakers, man. I really wasn't.
So if you are thinking Lakers, who are you willing to give up for DeJounte?
I think in the Lakers situation, it's who the other team's willing to take. And nobody, I don't think, is anybody, if you had DeJounte Murray and D'Angelo Russell head to head, are you going to take D'Angelo Russell? No, you're not.
Only with draft picks and somebody
something else is going to have to be involved in that. Because at this juncture in their careers,
Rui
DeJounte
Hachimura?
Murray, I'd be willing to come off of Rui Hachimura.
Really?
Even though
He's
I like
been
him
hurt
a lot.
this
I like
year.
him a lot, but I'd be willing to come off of him for that. For DeJounte Murray. I would. I'd be willing to do that. But I wasn't even
And would he
necessarily
solve
thinking
the Lakers, help solve some of the Lakers' problem? Because if you think about it, he's going to have to get used to playing off the ball 50% of the time, which he's probably already gotten used to doing over with loose
Trae
hair.
Young. Yeah, absolutely.
And if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, it is Trae Young. But
Baby hair.
over in Atlanta, I mean,
I think he can. I think he's able to play off the ball because he can create his own shot. I'm not concerned about him creating his own shot. So him playing off the ball would be no concern of mine. I just can't see right now off the top of my head where he could go to a winning situation and contribute. Now, we could easily throw the Detroit Pistons out there. They need all the help they can get.
He's not
right?
going there because
But
nobody
that's not
wants
gonna
any
happen.
of those players.
Nobody wants that. I don't know. I really don't.
Let me tell you.
I like your idea future-wise because this year it's over. But for the future, having those two as backcourt mates, I could see that.
Can I give you two other teams?
Sure.
As dark horses too?
Mm-hmm.
The New Orleans Pelicans, who have a ton of draft picks, and the OKC City Thunder,
man.
who have
They got the next
4
three
million,
drafts.
4 million draft picks
They got all the
available.
picks in the next 3 drafts.
But you put DeJounte Murray, a
And make
veteran.
them even younger.
Come on,
They'd
bro.
be ooh.
That's a team you do not want to play.
Yeah, that'd be dangerous, bruh. And
they got the assets to do it.
yeah, no doubt. And you looking at that OKC Thunder team, and my concern with them initially was gonna be obviously youth and everybody kind of jockeying for position to be the man, so to speak. But there's been none of that over there. They've actually been the complete opposite. If you watch them play, they've been the complete opposite of that. And it's been a joy to watch, bro. That's
Yeah.
it's like another league pass team of mine, low key, bro. I really like watching them play.
Yeah, and
I do.
And Giddey said they need to get a little younger.
Consider the source. Consider the source.
It's tragic.
Consider the source.
They forgot about that story though.
Oh, it completely was washed.
Interesting.
It was washed.
Washed clean.
Washed.
White as
smooth.
snow.
Smooth.
It's tragic.
Like Dove soap.
Completely washed.
Pascal Siakam
That's another name.
is on the trade block. Toronto is ready to move on from him. A guy that can help your team. He's a champion. Any teams in mind you think would be great to pick this guy up? And I have 2 dark horses for you, but I'm gonna let you go first, unless you want me to go.
Corn, you might be mad at me, man. I'd like to see him in a Laker uniform, bro.
Pascal Siakam.
Yeah.
Oof.
Scoring help that's desperately needed at this point, in my opinion. I'd like to see him in a Laker uniform. I would. Not gonna lie to you.
Who you giving up for him? Austin Reeves would have to be in that package.
Austin Reeves would have to. I hate to see him go.
But you would get rid of Austin Reeves for Pascal Siakam right now.
I'd hate to see him go. I really would. I'd hate it. I'd drop a thug tear. That's white boy Rick, baby. Come on now. I'd drop a thug tear for white boy Rick. I really would.
Ship him off to Toronto.
Gotta go though.
Him and who? Hachimura.
If you wanna package D-Lo in that, be my guest. Package D-Lo in that.
Yeah.
Ship him up north.
That's a lot of defense that we'd be losing.
Tons.
Yikes.
Those
really,
are the 2 least effective defensive players
Bruh,
in the NBA.
D-Lo's
no question about
bad.
it. He's
Oh,
bad.
oh,
He's bad.
Austin Reeves is trash at
Yeah,
defense.
he's
bad.
trash too. And they
He's bad.
wonder why he's wasn't starting. Like, you gotta have. Anyways,
Well, he's starting again.
yeah. Well, his defense is bad. But you know, D'Lo was actually drafted into the NBA as a defensive player coming out of Ohio. What happened?
I don't know, man. Offenses get taught,
So
bro.
you would like,
You realize he makes the
Pascal.
same money if he plays defense or not.
Yeah.
Some people realize that.
yeah.
I'm still gonna get that same 18 million.
So you would like to see Pascal in the
Yep.
lake. I never thought about that.
Yep,
Interesting.
absolutely. And I'd be more than willing to give up D'Angelo Russell, reluctant to give up white boy Rick, but he'd have to go. Thank you for your service.
Mm.
You got your bread. You got paid.
Mm.
Take it on up to Canada.
I would like to see Pascal go to the 76ers, play with Embiid.
Ooh. So they'd be giving up.
You got Umbre over there. You got a couple of draft picks.
Kelly's gonna go.
Kelly's
just
out.
just for lying purposes, he has to go. Just
Geppetto
because
son.
you told lies, you gotta go.
Geppetto's son.
Yes.
And he's over there hooping though.
Yeah.
But
I always like
I like Kelly
we've talked
Oubre.
about this. We always like Kelly Oubre.
yeah, seriously.
Like the dude, like it's like really weird, bro. Like you look up
He's
and the
good.
dude is a 20-point scorer in the league. And you
every
like,
year.
what's going on here?
No matter what team he
No
goes
matter
to.
what team he go to, don't matter.
So
And off the bench, more or less.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I would like to see Pascal go to the 76ers. I think that'd be a good look.
Okay. And so Kelly Oubre and what's my other guy?
Tobias
Harris.
Tobias playing some good basketball
They
right
may
now.
not want to come up off Tobias right now. He hooping. They may not want to do that.
They may have some draft picks. You don't know.
Okay.
I like what Bleacher Report is saying. Dallas Mavericks would be a good fit for him.
You know
'Cause
what-
they definitely need more.
You know why
definitely more, for sure.
why I don't say Dallas Mavericks? It's because
Luka's not passing?
Luka is not passing. He's worse than Kobe. I never thought that
That
I
man
would.
end up with 8-9 assists every night, man.
Bruh. No, he don't. Bruh,
What's going on? What's Luka's averages right now, Quan?
it cannot be no 8 to 9 assists.
That man is he's dropping
It
dimes
cannot
still.
be
he
that
gets
high.
a lot of triple doubles.
He does.
I-
Yeah, Raj, when he wanna be. Tobias Harris nice when he wanna be,
when he
bro.
want to be. Well, he has to be now.
And I've lobbied for this dude year after year, man. He's disappointed me, but he hooping this year for sure, Raj.
Luka's averaging 33 points. I didn't know he's averaging that many points. 8 rebounds and 9 assists.
Interesting.
He's time dropping. Yeah,
He just holds the ball a lot.
yeah. He's the black hole.
God, yeah, he is.
He should be
That's
averaging
what
12
it is.
assists.
That's what it
it's,
is.
It's weird. He's Carmelo Anthony that averaged far more assists. Like it's the weirdest thing in the world.
I don't see that Pascal working in Dallas like that. I just don't. Like the fact that he does hold the ball a lot. Kyrie is just coming back from injury. He has to have the ball in his hands sometime. And I'm noticing he's playing off the ball a lot because Luka has the ball. And Pascal, I don't see Siakam over. I just don't see how that fits.
Okay, yeah, because Dallas is kind of hitting a stride right now. They're playing some good basketball here over the last maybe 5 to 7 games, and Kyrie is a huge part of that. Kyrie's averaging like 30 over the last 5 games, so they're kind of hitting a stride right now. So if you're Mark Cuban right now, do you really even want to mess with this?
I mean, you would have to give up.
That's gonna be a minute. What's the trade deadline? Is it before or after All-Star break? I know they switched it.
It's right before now.
Right before All-Star break. You still got some time.
You would have to give up Hardaway Jr., which wouldn't be bad at all.
Probably wouldn't be an issue.
They don't
no.
care about
Yeah,
giving.
it wouldn't be an issue.
He's streaky and. I still like Pascal to Sacramento. I mean, you give up.
February 8th, so we got 3 weeks.
Yeah, you got 3 weeks.
So right before All-Star.
Yep.
Yep.
You got to Sacramento. You giving your Fox some help. You still you give up Hills. He has to go and a couple other players. But I think that's a good matchup.
Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes is going. I just think that would be a good mix with those two.
Okay.
He needs a little bit more help because you still got your boy coming off the bench who's doing really good.
Mitchell.
No,
I like that kid.
He played for the
man.
Lakers.
Oh, you talking about our guy?
Yeah,
Malik Monk.
You still got Malik Monk coming off the bench.
A hooper,
You're still
bro.
gonna need that.
A hooper.
But I think you put in Pascal Siakam, and I think him and Fox cook.
Okay.
Because now you got a guy who can go out and get a bucket. Not saying Harrison Barnes can't go out and get a bucket, but he
not
ain't
like that.
Pascal.
Not like that. Not like that. He can't get it like Pascal. Yeah,
No.
He can't do it like that.
So, the Chicago Bulls did an inaugural celebration of the greats in Chicago Bulls history.
LeBron's out tonight, by the way, at Utah. 1 game road trip, and then they come back. He's out tonight. Ankle. Yep.
In Chicago, they had a celebration to the past greats. They celebrated Jerry Sloan, Dennis Rodman, Bob Love. A lot of greats that put that Chicago Bulls uniform on. Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
the 96 team. They had Tony Kukoc there. But Rodman wasn't in attendance. Pippen wasn't in
He
attendance.
was across the street with Madonna.
Is that where he was? It's ridiculous.
They should have sent
ridiculous.
MJ over there to get him.
It's ridiculous. But Pippen wasn't there, but MJ did a video apologizing for not being there, congratulating the Bulls and Jerry. And when they mentioned the Penguin, Jerry Krause, they booed and made his wife cry. I don't know why Reinsdorf would set that man's family up like that. That's a setup.
That was a setup.
They know that the Bulls fans do not like Jerry Krause. I mean, they watched that Last Dance and probably hated him even more.
Yep.
Because the depiction of him was not good. And whether you like him or not, he put that team together. Let's just be honest.
No doubt.
He also broke it up
He also broke it apart.
because he couldn't get out his feelings.
That's like putting, one of them big giant puzzles. And as soon as you put the last piece in, instead of admiring your work, you come through and just
Unscramble it.
Well, you didn't even take a picture of it, dog.
No.
Like you're not gonna even show no proof that you actually did this.
Nah,
like
bro.
nothing.
It's tragic. It's
Wow,
tragic.
That's tough. He said he didn't care what happened that year. Team dismantled.
Y'all,
What?
Y'all can go
Do
undefeated.
y'all know what we're building? Do y'all know what has been done here?
That sends a message. Wow. That's a message. Wow. If I tell my team, I don't care if y'all go undefeated, I am breaking this team up.
That's crazy.
Somebody in their feelings. And that's what the Bull fans didn't like. Michael Jordan didn't like it, especially. Neither did Phil Jackson.
No. Well, because Phil was the very first one to know. He called him into the office and told him right to his
It's
face.
tragic.
That's wild.
But he made the right decision. They've been great, since they did that.
Yeah, they've been on top of the world.
Just world beaters.
Playoffs every year.
World beaters.
King
Deep
Kong
into-
ain't got nothing on them.
At all. World beaters ever since.
So they could have won one more championship.
At least.
Could have won one more.
No
They
doubt.
could- If he wouldn't have really been in his feelings and stepped in, I believe, and it's just my opinion, I believe the Bulls could have won the most three more chips with that squad.
I don't think three more because they were all getting a lot older. Scottie Pippen could hardly move. But, I mean, he went to Portland and looked great
He
in
did. He
Portland.
looked good.
It's possible. But they could have at least won one more in 3
No
years,
question.
right? And
No doubt.
The Bulls have not even come close to looking like they could win a
Oh,
championship.
no.
So
Not even when they
There's
had
one
Derrick
year
Rose.
when Derrick Rose was killing it.
Yeah, but they still didn't look like a
it didn't
championship
look- yeah,
team.
you weren't worried
He just
about
looked
them
like
winning.
the best player in the league. That's all.
So I think we've had this conversation before in regards to if the Bulls had stayed together. Now, they would have ran into that Tim Duncan, David Robinson at the end of his career Spurs team. And I think we might have had this debate once before, if I'm not mistaken, here on the show. And it was kind of a mixed consensus. I'm not so sure that the Bulls just run ruckshot over the San Antonio Spurs in any situation.
Man.
I wasn't sure about that. Now, we can go back and forth about it. That probably would have been their toughest. Because if we look back at all their championships, when did they really have it the toughest?
I mean,
Let's be honest.
But that was a 50-game season, too.
yeah.
Right.
So
right.
I think Bulls would have handled that because they wouldn't have only had to play 50 games to get there.
And that was the very next year. We talking about 98, 99, the lockout, when they only played 50 games.
Because the Utah teams they played were better than that Spurs team, I believe.
Oh, as much as I love John Stockton, and y'all know I do, Jeff Hornacek would have had a hell of a time. No? I mean, we looking at?
course he
looking
would've.
at Carr? No. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, David Robinson did see deer in the headlights every time he saw Karl Malone, so you could be correct about that.
But then you can't
That's
say
tough.
they would have
That's
faced Shaq and Kobe because Phil.
Right, because that was the very.
You don't know where that would have been.
exactly,
Like, who would have
exactly.
been Lakers
So
coach
things
and
happened
stuff
just
like
the way they were supposed to. We can debate all day. Things happen the way they were supposed to.
So Shaquille O'Neal is getting his jersey retired in Orlando.
Yeah, good.
He's going to be the first player to have 3 jerseys retired. I think he got
Why did
one.
it take Orlando so long, though?
That's crazy.
Like, they're not doing anything else. Have a Shaq night and retire his jersey 4 or 5 years ago.
10 years ago.
I did not know his jersey wasn't retired.
How about the year after he left? I mean,
Just like seriously.
I had no idea
for
it wasn't
real.
retired when I heard that. I had no idea, like, why.
so let me ask you this question, and this is going to be very controversial because I know for a fact that my answer is going to be completely different than you two. Shaquille O'Neal as a Orlando Magic, was he better than Dwight Howard as an Orlando Magic center?
Not from an accolade standpoint. No. I think he was a better overall center, but not from an accolade standpoint. No. Dwight Howard was
Dwight had more
three-time-
prime years in
Yeah,
Orlando.
he did. And
Shaq hit his prime right when he left
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yep.
So if they're retiring Shaquille O'Neal's jersey,
You
don't
have
you
to
think?
retire.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
you
Dwight
think
Howard's
that
soon-
Dwight Howard's
yeah.
jersey should be
You
tired?
know
be-
what would
should
be
be
funny
soon on
is
the way.
have them do it on the same night and don't tell Shaq.
Oh.
and then play the
That would
Superman.
piss him off
Come
so
on.
That would be so
But
bad.
then Dwight Howard come out in a real
in
Superman
the real
outfit.
Superman outfit. Yeah. That'd be nuts. That'd be
Tights
nuts.
and everything.
That'd be nuts.
And then
Nut
T-Mac's
huggers
jersey
and
needs to be
everything.
retired too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Tracy McGrady's jersey has to be retired there.
And you can put Penny's name on it too.
Yes, you can.
On the same jersey.
Ooh, that's a good one. Both wore number one.
Yeah.
Whose jersey would you retire?
Well, I just don't see McGrady going out in the Penny going out in the news, telling people that Orlando gave Tracy McGrady number 1 so that they can erase what he did in that number. Like Carmelo
Melo
Anthony
Anthony.
is saying the same thing
Melo
with
definitely did it.
the Joker.
Yeah, that was.
I
saw that, I was like,
they've been shady with Carmelo though. They did not like how he left. They've been shady with Carmelo.
when he
He's
went to
not
New
on.
York, it
Anytime
was-
they put up promo of like Alex English will be up,
Yeah.
Pat Lever will be up, Dan
Right.
Issa will be up,
Right.
Jokic will be up.
No
Carmelo
Melo.
is never up on their
No Melo.
promos
That's crazy.
of the history of.
How could you
of the
not
Denver
put
Nuggets.
Carmelo Anthony in any of your promos? He's one of the best players that ever put
So
that
are you
jersey
saying
on.
that his accusation could have
It
valid?
could have valor, for sure. It could. I'm not saying that it does. It could, though.
But
Why would Jokic go in there though, knowing
Yeah.
that was Carmelo's number and still take it? Like that's a little weird to me too.
Right.
I mean,
Which he might not have cared.
Two
or-
sides to that coin.
did
for
we
sure.
have we ever even asked the Joker why you chose number 15 or what type of significance number 15 has for
That-
you? It
that's a
may
thing
be
as well.
significant.
That's a thing as well. We don't know. We
Just
don't know
because
what number he
just
was
because
in Serbia.
your favorite number don't mean that your favorite number may not be my favorite number. That may be my favorite number too.
Yeah.
That's fine, but that favorite number should have already been like on hold for
Right.
retirement.
On hold.
Yeah, they do that all the time.
We're gonna put something in.
They do that all the time.
Okay.
When Jordan left the Bulls, do you think that year
Michael
in
Jordan.
99
They're
someone could have got
definite-
number
That's Michael
23?
Jordan.
They're definitely not going to give Carmelo Anthony no
different.
retired 15 in Denver now
34
that
wasn't on hold for the Lakers. No one wore
No.
34 after Shaq left.
No.
No one wore number 8 when Kobe gave up number 8.
Yeah, those like
that's
Who's the last
different.
Those are
who's the
different guys.
who's the
Those
last Laker to
franchise-
wear 24 before Kobe? Trivia question.
was it Jerry West?
Anthony Peeler. I don't know.
Jimmy Jackson.
Jimmy Jackson.
The year before, which I knew he wasn't going to be on the team the next year because they already
Wow.
announced that Kobe was
Interesting.
going to be number 24.
Yeah, shouts out to Anthony Peeler, who was a hooper. By the
was
way.
a-
Peeler.
Yeah. Punch his
He
best
was.
friend too.
Yeah. Now that Joker has 15 and won a chip in it,
Oh yeah, he's the
Yeah,
best 15.
it's
He's the best
over.
15.
Best 15.
he's
sure.
the best 15.
Yeah, no doubt.
And let's just say
Multiple
that he
MVPs?
did
Yeah,
it.
he's
Let's
best
just say that he didn't win a chip. he's still the best 15. He is still
won
the
MVP.
best 15
Just on the MVP.
that Denver has ever had, and that exceeds your accomplishments.
Maybe
Carmelo.
they'll retire Carmelo's. It'll say 1-5 like in font.
No,
Bruh,
they're
no.
not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
No.
To the man. Now you pissing on his grave.
It's
Like,
tragic.
Don't do this.
It's tragic.
You're pissing on his grave now. Yeah, we're not going to do this.
It's tragic. Wiggins,
Oh boy.
Andrew Wiggins is up for discussion, trade discussion.
Second round pick.
His wife traded
Oh man.
sperm.
That's tragic.
Man. Oh man. Oh man.
Look, we'll leave it at that. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio. Your guy Dre Bailey.
Man, Gustavus.
It's tragic.
Oh man.
Right into some football. We love talking NBA. We could go
Yes,
all
we
day.
do. All
But
day
right into
long.
some football.
Yes.
The New England Patriots have decided to part ways with Bill Belichick, and a lot of you are extremely ecstatic about that news. And they hired a black coach who will probably be there for another year or two before they fire him. But go ahead.
Gerard Mayo, man. That's why I said earlier that the hard R is going to be used a lot in Boston with Gerard Mayo with the headset on. Of course, we all know the culture over there in New England. They love their guys, and I don't think Gerard Mayo has held even a position coaching spot in the National Football League. I could be wrong about that, but I'm not sure that he has.
I think this is just a setup
and
for
now
failure.
he's a head coach, and I didn't even hear his name in any head coaching talks at all.
Well, they said it was in his contract that he could have been a successor.
Okay, and that's possible. Which furthers my point about the New England Patriot way and how they take care of their own people. Fine. Fine. I just haven't seen him coach any position in the National Football League. Again, I could be wrong. I wasn't really paying attention either. So it could have really just went under my nose.
I think they sleeping on Corey Dillon as being their head coach at this point.
So he was hired in 19 as their inside linebacker coach.
Okay, there we go. I was wrong.
And so he's been
Didn't
with
even
them
see him.
since then.
I was wrong.
Over or under, he keeps this job over or under 3 years.
Oh God, bro!
And this is no knock, and I love to see black men getting head coach,
no doubt.
coaching positions and jobs.
Yeah.
But let's just be honest, it's in New England, and it's for the Patriots. Over or under, Gerard will still have this coaching job in 3 years. Over or under?
Under because the team sucks. And that's why he's the placeholder to.
He's not going to be able to fix this, bro. Gerard Mayo is not going to fix this.
So you're saying under?
He'll be a defensive coordinator in 2 years.
Yikes!
They need to trade up in the draft for a quarterback for sure.
He'd be a defensive coordinator in 2 years.
So under.
Under.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under too.
Yep.
That's tragic.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
Yeah.
But they've had this all year because they knew. I think Kraft knew Belichick was gone, so that's why when they made this choice so quick, and we were all like, "What the heck happened?"
Right. It was fast. Like it was literally the next day.
This has already been a decision, I think, all year.
Yep.
And I think Mayo knew that. I think Belichick knew that, and obviously Kraft knew that.
Absolutely.
But then there was a story, Kraft saying that Belichick said Tom Brady's done, like he can't play anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Kraft is like, okay, cool. And then Brady goes and wins a Super Bowl, and that's
literally
when
the next year.
That's when Kraft was like, okay, we're done. So I think Belichick's basically kind of been fired since then.
Yeah.
Just kind of let him go through the motions
They
the last
just
couple
wanted
of
them
years.
to melt in his misery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monique Wilkerson says she's gonna go with the under. Put 50 on it.
Shout
Stamp
out Mo.
it.
Shout out Mo Wilk, man. Mo Wilk, that's my dog right there, man.
I love that girl,
She
man.
stay talking ish. I love it, man. I love every minute of it.
You know, it's tragic, the franchise that he's inheriting right now. They're just not really a good football team. But guess what? They're good enough to beat the Steelers. So let's move on. Pete Carroll will be in the front office of Seattle, and a lot of people were happy to see him off the sideline. I thought Pete Carroll was a good coach.
He's been a solid coach.
I
on
promise you,
both
he won't
levels.
be in that front office either.
Ooh.
He's been a solid coach on both levels, man. You can't You can't deny that one bit.
That's one coach that didn't know he was getting fired
Right.
until the day before.
Right.
He should have been let go when he didn't give the ball to the beast on the 1 yard line.
Boy,
He shouldn't have been allowed on the plane.
I'd have left his ass right there.
Or was that an audible?
I'd have left his ass right there.
Was that Russell Wilson's fault?
I'd have left his ass right there.
And that's no guarantee though either. You could have gave the ball to him.
Marshawn Lynch got you down the field literally. What are we talking about?
The Patriots.
So you can
D-line didn't
guarantee
think
he would have scored.
Brother,
Guaranteed.
damn near. I can damn near guarantee that, man. I really can.
So let me borrow
they
your
wasn't stopping him.
Let me borrow your DeLorean.
Yes.
Go back
Yes.
and make that play happen
Please.
so I can see.
Please, I dream of Genie. Let's get to
Because your sports almanac is telling me something that I ain't never seen before.
it. Come on, dog. The man literally marched you down.
And was not.
And you.
I'm
look,
talking about was unstoppable.
every interview Marshawn Lynch has had since then, he's literally said the same exact thing.
It's tragic.
Man, I lined up in the wrong spot. I just knew the ball was going to me. I just knew there was no other choice. He's literally said it
So
in every interview since.
So this is my thing. You didn't know the play before the play was called?
He didn't. He thought it was he thought it was automatic, and we did too. Everybody that was watching that game thought it was going to him. Nobody.
I thought the purpose of calling
Brother.
a play before the play is called, everybody knows what play we're running. It's not a secret. We're not going to go up to the line and run a mystery play. I don't want to hear
lined
that.
up in the wrong spot because there was literally no doubt in nobody's mind that the ball was going to him. You thought it.
How you don't
thought
know the
it.
play?
I thought it. Everybody thought it.
Goose, you play football.
Yes.
How you don't know have you ever went up to the line and not knew the play?
I have. It's happened to me.
You didn't know
before.
what play they were running.
But at least I'm going to block somebody. I'm going to do something. Even if I don't know where the ball going, I'm going
Were
to do
you
something.
supposed to know the play that was
Oh
running?
yeah,
though?
yeah, no doubt.
But you didn't knowingly go in saying everybody or I'm just not going to know the play.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't buy
understand
that
part.
story.
I understand that.
How do you go out as a running back? You line up, but you think the ball is coming to you and it's not. That tells me you don't know the play. You didn't know the play. You didn't know that they were not coming to you. This is what I'm saying, Goose. You didn't know that they were coming to you before. How do you wait until the play happens to not know that the ball's not coming to you?
Hey.
That doesn't happen, bro.
Hey, look.
I may not be the best. Come on, Quan. Like, make it make sense. I'm trying to make sense of it.
Look, some things.
If I'm on the field
yeah.
and the coach brings the team to the sideline and we draw up the last play, there is no way that I'm going back out and not knowing what the play is and then telling you, well, I thought the ball was going to come to me. How, Sway? We just said it wasn't.
So this is the part I don't know off the top of my head.
I can't.
Was there a timeout before that play?
I'm gonna look.
I can't, y'all.
If there wasn't a timeout
I don't
before
think
that
there
play,
was.
I'm with you, 100%.
I can't.
I'm with you 100%. If there wasn't a timeout before that play, I'm with you 100%.
Even if it isn't,
But-
the quarterback is calling out the play.
I get it, man. We in the Super Bowl.
Let's run a
I'm-
mystery play
I'm
where nobody
unstoppable.
knows where the ball's going to go. Not even the running back.
That's like
What?
That's like you in the middle of we done played rec league ball together, right?
bruh, I'm
Listen to me.
lost.
We played rec league ball together.
I
many
may be
years.
wrong, y'all. I
Many
may be
years.
wrong.
Many years we played rec ball league together, right? If you got the hot hand, I'm gonna keep giving you the ball, right? You shooting the lights out.
Not-
Why the hell would I stop giving you the ball?
Hold on.
That's not even logical.
It is.
No,
And this,
it's not.
listen, this is how I'm
Bro,
combating.
give it to me. Give it to me.
How many times
Uh-huh.
have you played basketball
Yes.
and you've been the hot hand,
Uh-huh.
and all of a sudden,
I stopped
A
getting
mo-
the ball.
Goose, you know I know all about this. how all of a sudden,
Oh my God!
all of a sudden, everybody else want a shot now.
yes,
And not passing you the ball anymore.
Yeah. And
I've
what
been
you
in that
doing?
position 1,000 times where I have been hot.
yes.
And shouts out to Dame Harris,
Shout out Dame Harris, man.
where we played a adult league basketball game. And for the last 5 minutes, Goose was on this, and this is not a story I'm making up. I had the hot hand.
Yeah.
And we drew up a play at the end of the game. We were down 1. And Dame looked me in my eye and said, I'm coming to you. Be ready.
Yeah.
I didn't go into the play not knowing if I was going to get the ball or not. And when Dame got the ball, he threw that ball, and I knew he was coming to me. He came to me, and I knocked that thing down, and we won. And my line
Because
goes,
that's what was supposed to happen. Why did it happen in this game is my question.
but what I'm saying is, how many times people do that, though?
All right,
They
first,
don't.
first down, he runs.
Okay.
Then get up and
Let's see.
and do the
Look
play.
at Pete. Look at Pete. Plotting against his own team. Look at him.
Well,
Look
he's
at
trying
him.
to figure out what to
Shooting
do.
that gum off. Ain't nothing. Figure out what? You're on the half-yard line.
There's no timeout. And then you can see the players a little confused right here.
Look.
Russ is
Look. Marshawn like, hold on, dog. What are we doing? Oh, shit, I got to get to the other
So
side.
nobody knows nothing.
Nobody knew because everybody thought it was going to him. Interception.
Nobody knew.
Super Bowl giving up.
Who fault was that? Look like Russell Wilson.
maybe Russ.
It looks like Russell Wilson.
Mr. Wilson.
So the Tennessee
the in
Titans
his
let
head,
their head
boy.
coach go.
Wow. Yeah.
Are you surprised though?
Nah, it was the end, bro. There was nothing going on
But
in Nashville. bro.
everyone thought he was going to New England.
Yeah,
everyone
that's the
thought
part
that.
that surprised me.
He thought it.
That's the part that
Probably
surprised
thought
me.
that
His
too.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part that surprised. But he'll get another job.
Oh,
be
yeah, he
somewhere
will.
else. He'll probably be in Seattle. That's possible.
That's a good look.
That's
Maybe
possible.
LA.
That'd be a good look. Or maybe LA. That'd be a good look. Chargers. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing him over there. I think he could actually get some out of those guys.
Mm.
Because they stink for all intents and purposes.
Anybody
terrible.
that is keeping their job that you're like, why you still have your job? Because there are some
necessarily.
players over in Las Vegas who say, if our head coach does not get a contract,
We out.
I don't want to be here.
I mean, Antonio Pierce had them playing the best football they had played all year.
Straight out of Compton.
Straight out of Compton. He had them playing the best football they played all year. You could clearly tell Josh McDaniels didn't give a damn what was going on there. He didn't care, bro. He didn't. Because he'll be an offensive coordinator again tomorrow. He didn't care, bro.
It's tragic.
He didn't. Josh McDaniels has more lives than a Siamese cat. This is the truth. He has more lives than a Siamese cat. And I don't understand why. Be dead already. For real. Seriously. I don't understand why he continues to get job after job. He's the most recycled coach in modern football. Who gets recycled more than Josh McDaniels right now that you can name? Just off the top of your head.
Lane Kiffin.
No, I'm saying in
Chip
pro
Kelly.
football. In pro football.
I was going to name some chicks.
Oh, God. You know what? Let the ball bounce Sports Talk Radio.
I know some girls been
Oh.
in the recycle bin over and over again.
Jennifer Lopez. I can name.
Wowza.
Whoa.
Wowza.
She's one of them.
That's a tough one. And she back with Ben Affleck now.
For a little bit.
That's really a recycle.
Yeah.
Like literally
a little bit.
recycle.
The Texans 24.
Yeah.
The Browns 14
Uh-oh.
at halftime.
Uh-oh.
I picked the Texans to win this game. Next game, Dolphins Chiefs. Both 11-6.
Whatever run game can show up, it's gonna win that game.
I'm gonna go playoff Chiefs. I got Chiefs by 10.
Go off experience, and I wouldn't even be mad at you.
I think we see receivers make major mistakes in this game.
Yeah.
like all
It's gonna be
season.
all bad. It's gonna be all bad. It's gonna be even worse today.
And I think all
even
that
worse today.
just comes back to them, and they're gonna have to make major changes. in
I'm
the
just
offseason.
gonna go with the better quarterback that may be able to will his team to a win, and that is Pat Mahomes. Whether you like him or not, and he has to go on one of my top 5 on my top 5 list also as most hated athletes.
Really?
Of all time. Yes,
I
man.
think
People
lately
cannot
people
stand Pat
haven't
Mahomes.
been. I think
They
that might
hate
have started
him winning,
this year.
bro.
That might have started
Now,
this
that
year.
started a couple years ago,
Because
bro.
he been complaining a lot this year. You've heard his voice more now this year than you ever have in the last 6 he's been in the league. Yeah. Yeah.
Kermit the Froghead.
Yeah.
Look at-
Yeah.
So you
For
going with
sure.
Chiefs too?
Yeah. I think the best run game is going to win. Isaiah Pacheco has a day.
Okay.
Yep.
The Packers and Cowboys. I'm going Cowboys.
I gotta go Cowboys.
But I
here.
think that if
can't.
Cowboys lose this game, McCarthy may be like Les Pickett
may be searching.
predicted. He may
He could
be
be searching.
well. He
could
ain't
be
gonna have.
searching.
He ain't gonna have to search. He'd just be fired.
CeeDee Lamb's been the overall best. Well, outside of Tariq Hill, been the overall best receiver. in the
CeeDee
league
Lamb,
this
best
year.
wide receiver in Dallas history.
I'm not gonna go there. I can't give him that yet. Still a dude named
He gotta get a chip.
Still a playmaker. That wore that 88 jersey. Yeah, I can't get
Michael
that
Irvin.
up. I can't get that up. Man. I can't get that up.
Where did Michael Irvin
I'm
go?
not gonna even throw
What school
T.O. in
Michael
there.
Irvin?
T.O. had a hell of a
What-
year when he was there.
What school Michael Irvin go to?
He went to the U. when they used to line up in a 3-point stance as wide receivers. Yeah,
The U.
He was there that long ago. Yeah, I can't get at.
He
the
was
CD.
there a lot too.
Yeah, I can't get at the CD. Not yet.
In the snow?
He's well on his way though. CD is well on his way.
He loves snowboarding.
Yeah.
I bet he does.
Mm-hmm.
And so for
Still.
that, he wasn't in his right mind. Man, please. Yes, he was.
Bro, if you could be on coke that much and still be playing that good,
Oh God, bro. Oh man.
Still in his right mind, Goose. I don't
No,
want to
he
hear it.
wasn't.
Yes, he was. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Both of them outside of their mind.
Yeah, okay.
Clearly.
Was Lawrence Taylor out of his mind when he
Oh,
sent his
well,
homeboy downstairs to
definitely.
pick up the nearest 15-year-old?
Definitely out of his brain. He was gone.
That boy knew exactly what he
Too
was
many
doing.
hits to the head, man. CTE had already set
No,
in, big
stop.
dog.
Stop.
CTE and Coke?
Stop.
Mixed?
Stop.
Oh, that's bad.
Stop.
That's so bad.
that should help out. The coke should help
Stop.
the CTE.
It should counteract.
Yeah.
the
Stop.
CTE.
We still think Antonio Brown got CTE? Man, stop.
Oh man, we won't find out.
Stop.
We won't find out until he dies.
I don't
Stop.
think he needs to die to
Don't
know
need
that
to
he has CTE.
Diagnosis.
He's been a little retarded since that hit.
That was Quan, you guys. I am not a ventriloquist.
So we're not using the R
He
word.
used the R word. I'm going to use the hard R, but he used the silent one on that one.
Oh God, that is terrible.
The
man.
Rams and Lions, who you got?
Give me Detroit.
You're going to give me Detroit also.
Although the Rams will be a tough out.
I
They're gonna
think
be
that
tough.
Rams may be a spoiler, but I'm gonna go Detroit. But I think I would not be surprised if Rams come in there and
tough.
just make Detroit fans.
Rams have been way hotter than
Yes, they have.
Detroit.
They have.
And
They have.
with Stafford coming in, I think Golf makes mistakes because it's like everyone's favorite quarterback is coming in right now.
Yeah.
I think the ghost of Barry Sanders is still haunting that team.
They still haven't won a playoff game in
So,
many years.
but we'll see. I
been
got
a
the
long time.
Lions, Steelers, and Bills. I'm
Steelers
going
at
Bills by 20,
Yeah, I gotta go Bills. I'm not gonna go by 20. I'll go Bills though.
by 15.
I'll go Bills by a tub. Bills by a tub. Bills by a tub. I like the no TJ Watt, and I
No.
think that's concerning. That's concerning. But the Pittsburgh defense has played relatively well all year, and I don't expect that to stop. But I just think it's going to be too much Josh Allen. And it ain't going to be no. We're not looking at the pass game here because we're still going to be covered with snow. It's not going to even matter. So it's going to be a lot of run game, and I think the fact that Pittsburgh hasn't didn't start using their run game till like 3 weeks ago.
No, they've been using it.
I think that's gonna factor in.
The passing just opened up,
Yeah.
which made them look a lot better.
Yeah,
The Eagles
definitely.
against Tampa Bay. And what is going on with your boy Brown on the way out of here?
Tampa upset, and I wouldn't even call it an upset.
Baker Mayfield?
Yep.
Man, stop.
Yep.
I'm going Eagles with a hobbled Brown and a disgruntled
Brown
Brown.
won't even be playing.
Yeah, I'm just
Not there. It's gonna be tough, bro.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I think
I think Chris Godwin has a day.
is Mike Evans playing?
Not Mike Evans. I think Chris Godwin.
Mike
has
Evans
the
been
day.
balling though.
He's
He's
been
in the
balling.
contract year.
He's been
too.
balling. But I
Interesting.
think
in
Godwin is the
Tampa?
one going. Yep.
Yes, in Tampa.
Yep.
Tampa.
Eagles, you see how they wrote y'all off that quick? That's a
They
cold
wrote
game.
themselves off.
don't
They've
even know-
lost the
I don't
last.
even know when
they
they won a
lost
game.
5 out of their last
They
6.
lost the locker
They
room
wrote
too. Look
themselves
like
off.
Sirianni
Yeah.
might be gone.
Yeah.
Terrelline
Yeah.
turning over in her grave.
Man,
Let's talk about Belichick maybe in Philly. Talking about it.
Belichick need to go have a seat.
yeah, you might as well shut it down.
Just go have a seat.
don't do that.
Go pull a Nick Saban, have a seat.
Yeah, shut it down.
Let
go,
the
go
ball
be with your
bounce.
friend. Go play some golf.
Sports Talk Radio. This is what we do. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio.
Yes, sir.
Every Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time. We are here. We love you guys. We appreciate you for sharing the live feed for all of you who have. We appreciate our sponsors in Serenity Funeral Home and Sight and Sound Event Center. Your guy Dre Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
And guess what, y'all? If you scared,
Better go to church. Yeah.
or pull a Cat Williams.
Pull it down.